squads. First for the visiting Wayne Warriors, we have Kiara Drew, Gracie Pelfrey, Tatiana Notes, Brittany Kozlowski, Kelsey Sherlock, Yasmin McKinney, and Sarai Combs. And now for your Yellow Jacket cheerleaders. We have Ava Parent, Jasmine Oakman, Harrison Stradlin, Abby Nuts, Amy Atwood, O'Brien Matlock, Michaela Kennedy, Ava Money, and Megan Pyatt.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Sidney as we get ready for the varsity contest. It'll tip off here in about 10 minutes, 5 minutes on the clock, plus the national anthem and starting lineups and so on from Mr. Bickle. This contest is going to feature the 5-3 Wayne Warriors as they travel north to Sidney and will take on the 6-1 Yellow Jackets. You see some stats there on your screen that we went over a little bit earlier. Let's take a look at the standings coming in. First of all, the Jackets are at the top of the GWalk American North at 6-1 overall, but 5-0 in the league as they handed Butler their only defeat of the season. Butler is 8-1, 4-1 in the GWalk American North. Troy, after playing the Jackets, have been on a little bit of a roll as they've won 3 in a row, and they're now 3-2 in the North. Tip 2-3. Pickwell 1-4, and Greenville still winless at 0-9. Wayne, on the other hand, comes from the GWalk National East. Of course, in its last year of existence here, Springfield is atop of the East at 4-0. Fairmont 3-1, tied with Wayne, also at 3-1, but Fairmont beat Wayne earlier this year. Centerville is at 3-2, who Wayne actually just beat last week, and then Beaver Creek is also 3-4 on the season. Looking at the Wayne Warriors coming in, they lost against Fairmont to open their season by 66-60, then won at Upper Arlington 46-45. Lost against Butler 46-45. Beat Beaver Creek 53-49. Lost to a very good Moeller team 70-48, but have been on a tear since. Last 3 games they've beaten Miamisburg by 6, Centerville by 6, and then of course a thriller last night against Trotwood. They beat them by 3 in overtime. Something that Coach Willoughby had said earlier today, and I also said during the JV telecast. Very impressed with Wayne from multiple standpoints, but especially from the respect that last night they win a game in the 90s, and then just last week they beat Centerville in a game that was in the 40s. So a team that can play multiple styles, obviously very, very good defensively with tremendous athleticism and some skill to go along with it. The Yellow Jackets, on the other hand, they started off their season losing against Tippecanoe. Beating Tippecanoe 75-49 before getting their only loss against Mason 63-44. Since then, the Yellow Jackets have won 5 in a row and come in on a 5-game winning streak with wins against Bellefontaine, Troy, Piqua, Butler, and Greenville. So obviously what looks to be a promising game here that should be pretty hotly contested. We'll look at some stats here in just a moment, and the starters as well. First of all, for the visiting Wayne Warriors, they will start number 0, Rashad McKee, who had a big night last night against Trotwood. He's a 6'2 senior guard coming in averaging 13 points, 5.5 rebounds, and 2.5 assists per ball game. Pretty good three-point shooter at 29%, has made 10 threes on the year, and has been to the line 30 times, second most on the team, and that's quite a few times, and shoots 67% from the line. Also starting, number 3, Tallis, I believe. I'm going to listen to Mr. Bickle say. I know it's not Tallis. I think it's Tallis Landers, a 6'2 senior guard. He is averaging 8.9 points per ball game, 4.4 rebounds, and almost a steal per contest. Landers is shooting 28.9% from the 3-ball range, making 11 threes. That's the most on Wayne's team. And he's an 80% free throw shooter, going 20 of 25 on the year. Wayne will also start number 4, Brian Hill, a 6'3 senior forward. He's averaging 3.5 points and 5.5 rebounds per contest. He has made one three on the season, and is shooting 50% from the free throw line. Their leading scorer, number 12, Ronnie Hampton, a 5'10 senior guard, is averaging nearly 15 points at 14.8 per contest, also 4.4 rebounds, and is 4th in the entire GWalk in assists at 5 assists per ball game. He has not made a 3-ball this year yet, but is shooting 79% from the line. And rounding out the starting lineup for Wayne will be number 20, Bobby Cole, the 6'5 senior forward. He is averaging 8.4 points per game and 6.1 rebounds per game. He has made a couple of 3-balls and is shooting 63% from the line. We'll pause just a moment for the national anthem, and we'll be back to talk about the Yellow Jackets in just a moment. Sidney's going to start their normal 5 with Roberts, Taborn, Lee, Gordon, and Hudgens. Just a couple stats on those. Number 2, Ratez Roberts, the 6'3 senior forward, is averaging 9.5 points and nearly 9 rebounds a game to go along with 3 assists per contest. He's not made a 3 this year and is shooting about 62% from the line. Darren Taborn, the 6'1 junior, the only junior in the starting lineup for the Jackets, is averaging 6.1 points per game and 3.6 rebounds per game. Darren has made 6 threes on the year and is shooting 25% from the free throw line. Keith Lee, the 6'1 senior guard, is averaging 3.3 points per ball game, 2.6 rebounds, and 1.3 assists. He is shooting 45% from 3-ball range and 75% from the line. Of course, Andre Gordon, 5th in the GWalk in scoring and 2nd in assists. He is a 6'2 senior guard, averaging 21 points and 5.6 rebounds per game to go along with 5.4 assists and 2.4 steals. Been shooting the ball much better from beyond the arc lately at 32% now for the season and 64% for the free throw line. And rounding out the lineup for the Jackets will be number 23, Josiah Hudgens, the 6' senior guard. He's averaging 7.9 points per contest, 3.1 rebounds, 1.4 assists, and a half a steal a game. He's the 3-point sharpshooter for the Jackets, shooting 33% from beyond the arc, but only 33% from the free throw line. Once again, for Wayne, McKee, Landers, Hill, Hampton, and Cole for the Jackets. There was Darren Taborn as they're wearing their yellow jerseys this evening. Next up, there's Keith Lee. Keith Lee, the 6'1 senior, averaging 3.5 points per game. Josiah Hudgens averaging nearly 8 points a ball game.
6'3 senior, number 2,
Ratez Roberts averaging 9.5 points a game, 9 rebounds a game, and a GWalk leading 5 blocks per contest. And there's Andre Gordon. Of course, Andre with 21 points per contest, 5.5 rebounds, 5.5 assists, and 2.5 steals per contest. Pretty excited crowd here at Sidney High School. A packed house. Student section turned out pretty well for it being break. And of course, it's elementary cheerleading night. We'll have a performance from them at halftime. Looks like jumping center is going to be number 20, Bobby Cole, the 6'5 senior from Wayne, against Ratez Roberts, the 6'3 senior forward from Sidney. The 5-3 Warriors, the 6-1 Yellow Jackets. We tip it off, and we're ready to go. Sidney will control the tip. Andre Gordon has it. Drives down the right side. His layup is up and no good. Rebound comes down to Landers. Landers gives the ball back to the Jackets in the form of Gordon. There's a three ball from Keith Lee on the right wing. No good. Rebound tipped by Darren Taborn. He recovers. Ball goes back to Lee. Thinks about another three. Instead, he'll reset the offense for the Jackets. Ball swung around to Andre Gordon. Gordon fires a three ball that's no good. Rebound comes down to Rotez Roberts. Roberts hands it off to Taborn. Yellow Jackets have had the ball pretty much the entire first quarter, which has only been 30 seconds. But 2 or 3 offensive rebounds and a steal for the Jackets. Nice pass by Andre Gordon underneath to Rotez Roberts. His layup's no good. Rebound's going to be a held ball situation between Keith Lee and number 0, Rashad McKee. And it's going to go to Wayne. And my apologies, it looks like number 1, Cam Fancher, is going to start for Wayne, as opposed to number 4, Brian Hill. Handoff goes to Rashad McKee off of his big game against Trotwood. He passes in the right corner to Landers. Landers fires a three ball. No good off the front of the iron. Rebound comes down to Fancher. A lot of offensive rebounds so far in the early going. McKee fires a long three ball from the left side. No good. Rebound stays with Wayne and Cole. There's another three ball from Fancher. This is also no good. Rebound comes down to Taborn. Gordon fast up the right side. Lays it up. No good off the glass. Rebound comes down to Bobby Cole. He'll outlet quickly to McKee. McKee pushes it for Wayne. Driving on Taborn. He's going to be fouled. Shot is blocked. But we're going to get 2 shots here in a fast and furious first minute and a half. Fouls on Darren Taborn, the first foul of the game. Rashad McKee will go to the line. He is a 67% free throw shooter. And the 6'2 senior makes the first. Wayne with the early 1-0 lead. McKee will get a second shot. It's also good. He has 2 points, and that's the Wayne lead. Jackets and Wayne, both with several good looks at it here on the early going. But no field goals yet, just 2 free throws from McKee. Gordon will cross half court, working against Fancher. He'll pass on the left side to Darren Taborn, gives it to Keith Lee. Keith Lee gives it between the circles to Hudgens. He passes on the right side to Andre Gordon. Gordon working on Ronnie Hampton. Will pass inside, nice look, but it goes off the hands of Keith Lee and out of bounds and over to Wayne. Game is almost 2 minutes old. And the score is 2-0. Here comes Ronnie Hampton, the 5'10 senior point guard, leading scorer for Wayne. He'll work on Josiah Hudgens. McKee has it. He's going to drive on the right side. Ball's going to be blocked by Rotez Roberts, but into the hand of Bobby Cole, who lays it up and in. Cole with the first field goal of the ball game, and Wayne leads 4-0. Josiah Hudgens working on Hampton. He's going to cross half court, start the offense for the Yellow Jackets. Pass on the right side to Keith Lee. Lee's going to hand it off to Darren Taborn. Taborn stops from 3-ball range and hits it. Big shot by Darren Taborn on the handoff from Keith Lee, and the Jackets have their first points. Ronnie Hampton quickly brings the ball across half court for Wayne. He's going to get a kind of a ball screen from Bobby Cole, but instead rejects it. Now he spins in the lane, kicks it out to Cole. There's a 3-ball by Landers from the right side. Good. Landers with his first 3 and points of the ball game. Keith Lee going in, and we're going to get a blocking call. Could have gone either way. They're going to get the blocking call there on Landers, though. That'll be his first, Wayne's first, and Keith Lee's going to go to the line to shoot 2 free throws. Keith Lee, the 6'1 senior, averaging 3.3 points per game, is a 75% free throw shooter, 6 of 8 on the year. Lee's first shot is good. 7-4 is the score. I'm Greg Snyder from SHS TV Productions, along with Jacob Everingham on camera. Once again, my color man, Caleb Sparks, couldn't make it tonight. He'll be back for the next game. So sorry, you're going to have to listen to me. Lee's second shot is no good. Rebound cleaned up by McKee, who brings it across half court for Wayne. McKee stops from 15 feet. Nice jump pass into Cole. He lays it up and in. Cole with 4 points. And Wayne leads by 5. Andre Gordon brings it into the front court. He'll stop from 18 feet and nail it. Smooth jumper by Andre Gordon, his first 2 points of the ball game. Here comes Ronnie Hampton. Hampton, the lefty, comes off. He'll pass inside for Cole. Goes off of Cole's hands after hitting Rotez Roberts, and he'll go over to the Jackets. 4:52 to go in the first quarter. Yellow Jackets trail by 3, 9-6. Andre Gordon going to bring the ball up, working on the 6'2 sophomore guard, Cam Fancher. Going to get a ball screen from Keith Lee. Looks like Wayne's going to battle through those ball screens and not switch them, at least not on Gordon. Rontez Roberts is going to drive in the paint. He'll kick it back out to Gordon between the circles, and he's going to be guarded by Landers. Gordon fires a three ball, pull up, no good, off the back of the iron. Rebound though to Josiah Hutchins, is stolen by Ronnie Hampton. Here comes Hampton quickly down the left side. Hampton working on Lee, goes in, lays it in, and is fouled. Ronnie Hampton, the 5'10 senior, leading scorer for Wayne, makes the layup. And he'll go to the line where he's a 79.1% free throw shooter. Substitutions, first of the ball game, number 11, Jordan Long, and number 4, Brian Hill will check in for Wayne as they replace Cole and Landers. Hampton trying to convert the three-point play as Wayne has pushed the lead to 5. Looking to double up Sidney, and they have, 12-6. Full-court man-to-man defense here by Wayne. Ball is tipped back to Rontez Roberts. He's going to bring it up, working on Hill. He'll pass it to Darren Taborn. Taborn has 3 points to lead the Yellow Jackets. Thinks about another 3, instead goes inside to Keith Lee. Lee recovers, gives it back to Taborn. This 3 ball is short, no good. Rebound to Roberts, lays it up and in. Rontez Roberts with the rebound in a bucket, and here comes Wayne. Hampton has it on the right side, working on Josiah Hutchins. Good job by Josiah to stay in front of him, and Hampton will have to reset the offense. Pull up by Hampton in the lane, off the front of the iron, no good. Rebound skied by Andre Gordon, and he'll come the other way for the Jackets, trailing by 4. Under 4 minutes to go in the first quarter. Gordon gets a ball screen, and they are switching those ball screens. Goes back to Josiah Hutchins, now back to Gordon. Gordon goes inside to Rontez Roberts. Nice cross-court pass. Josiah Hutchins, 3 ball, right corner, no good, long. Rebound comes down to Hampton. Hampton dribbling quickly across half court. Nice pass to Long, back to Hampton. He'll fire an 18-footer, good. Hampton with 5. Here come the Jackets quickly. Andre Gordon quickly up to Rontez Roberts, lays it up and in. Good pass by Andre Gordon. Rontez has 4 points, and it's back to a 4-point lead. Jordan Long has the ball between the circles. He'll give it to Ronnie Hampton. Hampton with 5 points to lead the Warriors here in the early going. Gets a ball screen. He'll drive down the left side. Shot off the glass, no good. Rebound fought for by Keith Lee into the hands of Rontez Roberts. Good hustle by the Jackets. Here comes Andre Gordon. He'll pass it on the left side. Keith Lee wasn't looking, and Jackets got a little bit lucky there. And that foul is going to be on Rashad McKee. Wayne's second, McKee's first. Some substitutions as Cole and Landers will check back in, this time replacing Hill and McKee. Jackets have not substituted yet. Andre Gordon has it. He's going to work on Fancher. Trailing by 4. Starts the offense, giving the ball to Keith Lee. Lee looking for Hutchins. Wayne does a nice job of denying the basketball. Landers switches off on Gordon. There's an 18-footer. No good off the back of the iron. Rebound on the backside to Cole. Cole hands it off to Fancher. Ball's going to be stolen by Gordon. Hammer time. Gordon with the steal and the dunk, and the Yellow Jacket crowd comes alive. We have a 2-point ball game, 14-12, 2:20 to go in the first quarter. Ronnie Hampton will walk it up for the Warriors. He's guarded by Josiah Hutchins, a great defender for the Jackets. Hampton is very, very quick, though. There's Long on the right side, guarded by Keith Lee. Cross-court pass to Cole, gives it off to Fancher. Fancher thinks about a 3-ball coming off the screen. Instead, a reverse course, gives it to Long. Shot fake, driving on Keith Lee, but can't get around him. And the Warriors will reset the offense near half court after an almost over the back. Ronnie Hampton starting that Warrior offense as the Yellow Jackets doing a nice job here on this possession. Darren Taborn guarding Fancher. The ball goes in the right corner to Long. Long guarded by Lee. Passes it to Hampton. Hampton drives in the lane, kicks it off to Cole. 15-footer, no good. And the Jackets finish the possession with a rebound by Josiah Hutchins and a foul in the backcourt. Foul's going to be on Ronnie Hampton, his first, Wayne's third. Good job by the Yellow Jackets. Substitution number 0, Rashad McKee will check back in, replacing Hampton, who will sit down with 1 foul and 5 points. 14-12. 2-point ball game, 1.5 to go in the first quarter. Darren Taborn, who has 3 points, will bring the ball up for Sidney this time. Getting Andre Gordon off the ball a little bit. Josiah Hutchins gets a ball screen from Rontez Roberts. The ball is swung around to Andre Gordon. Gordon gets a ball screen from Keith Lee. The Yellow Jackets will get it back between the circles. Gordon fires a three ball. No good off the front of the iron. Rebound to Bobby Cole, the 6'5" senior from Wayne. Here comes McKee down the right side. Kicks out to Landers. Now ball swung too long. He'll bring the ball over to the left side, guarded by Taborn. Gives it into Cole. Cole guarded by Roberts. There's a three ball from the left corner by Long. Good. Jordan Long with his first 2 points. I'm sorry, first 3 points. And Wayne leads by 5, 17-12. Rotez Roberts guarded by Cole between the circles. 40 seconds to go. The first quarter, Rotez is going to go to the basket. Lays it off the glass. No good, but there's going to be a foul. Foul's going to be on number 20. Bobby Cole, his first, Wayne's fourth. Rotez will go to the line to shoot 2. Rotez Roberts, the 6'3" senior, as you can see on your screen, is averaging 9.5 points a game, 8.7 rebounds, and a GWAC leading 5.1 blocks per contest, is a 61.5% free throw shooter. His first trip to the line today sees him miss the front end. Yellow Jacket first substitution, number 30. Trey Wernz is going to replace Keith Lee, and Fancher is going to take his first break as Ronnie Hampton checks back in for Wayne. Rotez Roberts trying to make this a 4-point ball game. His second free throw banks in. Rotez with 5 points, and he's going to take a seat, probably to rest only the last 35 seconds here of the first quarter, as the junior Lathan Jones, number 12, checks in for the Jackets. Rashad McKee's going to walk it up, presumably for the last shot here for Wayne, but we'll see what they do. Ronnie Hampton has the ball high on the right, and it does look like Wayne's going to hold for the last shot. In control of the ball game right now, leading by 4. It's been a very highly contested and very well-played first quarter so far by these two teams. Hampton gets a ball screen. Now he'll drive down the left side on Lathan Jones. His layup is blocked. Rebound is battled for. It's going to hit the out-of-bounds line and go over to the Jackets. 1.9 to go. Lathan Jones is going to inbound. Darren Taborn is going to inbound. Wayne applying full court pressure. Taborn will inbound it to Hudgens, who's just going to watch the first quarter come to an end. Sidney trailing after 1 quarter to Wayne, 17-13. We'll take about a minute break, and we'll be back in just a moment. Back here at Sidney, where Wayne outscored Sidney in the first quarter 17-13. Wayne is led in scoring right now by Ronnie Hampton, their leading scorer. He has 5 points in the first quarter. Also, Bobby Cole has 4 points. Rashad McKee has 2 free throws for 2 points. Landers has a 3 ball for 3 points. And also off the bench, Jordan Long has 3 points. Yellow Jackets led by Rotez Roberts with 5, Andre Gordon with 4, including a big steal and dunk. Keith Lee has a point, and Darren Taborn had an early 3 for the Jackets. Second quarter sees the Yellow Jackets start with the ball. Gordon, Taborn, Jones, Wernz, and Hudgens. Gordon thinks about a step-back 15-footer. Instead, he'll give the ball back to Lathan Jones, and the Yellow Jackets will reset the offense. Ball goes to Lathan Jones on the right side, guarded by Cole. Now back to Hudgens. Hudgens driving on Landers, fumbles it, gets it back, lays it off the glass and in. Josiah Hudgens with his first 2 points. And the Yellow Jackets pull within 2. Jordan Long has the ball. He's joined by Landers, Cole, Hampton, and McKee for Wayne. Hampton has the ball. Gives it to McKee, who drives down the lane, is tripped up, and there's no call. The ball will go over to the Yellow Jackets. We're 41 seconds here into the second quarter, and the Jackets have a chance to tie or take the lead on this possession. Andre Gordon will bring it up, guarded by Jordan Long as he crosses half court. Gets a ball screen from Lathan Jones on the left side. Gordon pulls up and passes it into Darren Taborn. Taborn, nice turnaround half hook, in and out. Battles for his own rebound, and it ends up in the hands of Josiah Hudgens. Hudgens will give it to Wernz. Sidney in their home yellows will attack. Gordon working on McKee. Stop and gets caught in the air. And he'll turn it over to Wayne. 6:48 to go in the first half. Jordan Long's going to bring the ball up for Wayne. He'll be guarded by Darren Taborn. Hampton with the ball high on the right. Passes it to McKee between the circles, guarded by Andre Gordon. McKee swings it on the left side to Hampton. There's a kick out for Landers. 3-ball, no good. Landers has one 3-ball, but that one's no good, and it goes out of bounds. Ratez Roberts will check back in for Sidney as he replaces Darren Taborn. Trey Wernz will inbound on the side to Andre Gordon, who will bring it up for the Yellow Jackets. Andre has 4 points here in the early going. Working on Jordan Long. Pass goes on the left side to Hudgens. Thinks about a long 3-ball. Now will take it. No good. Long. Rebound battled for by Wernz inside. Left-handed layup up and in. Trey Wernz working inside. Gets his first bucket of the ballgame. We're tied at 17. There's a jump shot by Long on the left side. No good. Rebound is saved off of Ratez Roberts and out of bounds. Substitution. Number 14, Josh Joy. And number 1, Cam Fancher will check in, replacing Landers and Jordan Long. Bobby Cole will inbound, the 6'5" senior forward. Ball goes to Joy, now to McKee. McKee, long 3-ball from the top of the key, good. McKee now with 5 points to lead Wayne along with Hampton. And Wayne has a 3-point lead. Andre Gordon working on Fancher will drive down the left side, gets caught in the air again, but this time going to get a blocking foul on number 14, Joy. That is his first, Wayne's 5th. And we're going to get 2 free throws for Andre.
Gordon will go to the line, shooting 2.
Gordon, a 64% free throw shooter, averaging 21 points per ball game. Hasn't been to the free throw line much in the last couple of games. It's good to see him get to the line. Darren Taborn will check back in this time. Josiah Hudgens will take a seat. Gordon trying for his 6th point, and he got it. 1-point ball game. McKee's going to bring it up this time for Wayne, working on Andre Gordon. They get a high ball screen from Cole. He stops, pops from 3, and that's consecutive threes for Rashad McKee. He can get hot. He showed that last night, and it's 23-19. Gordon going to get a high ball screen from Ratez Roberts. Ball swung to Ratez. He'll stop, pop for 15 feet, and can it. Roberts with 7 to lead the Jackets, and it's a 2-point game again. Here comes Ronnie Hampton. Hampton guarded by Darren Taborn. Hampton has it between the circles. He'll give it to McKee. He'll fire another 3-ball, 3 in a row. Got it. Not going to be able to give him much space right now. That's 3 straight threes by Rashad McKee, and all of a sudden he has 11 points, and Wayne leads by 5. Darren Taborn working on Ronnie Hampton. He's going to get a ball screen from Trey Wernz. Taborn weaving his way into the lane. Will stop, kiss it off the glass, and in. Taborn with 5. Here comes Ronnie Hampton quickly down the right side, working on Wernz. He gets around Wernz, stops at 15 feet. Pass out to McKee. Another 3-ball. No good this time. Rebound comes down to Cam Fancher. Fancher goes inside to Cole. Cole back to Hampton. Now McKee will drive down the middle of the lane, lay it up, blocked by Roberts, but we're going to have a foul. Foul on Ratez Roberts is his first. Sidney's 3rd. Rashad McKee will go to the line, where he's a 67% free throw shooter, already with 11 points. Has been to the line 1 time tonight, where he was 2 of 2. First free throw off the front of the rim, back of the rim, and out. And staying true to his percentage, he is 2 of 3 on the evening so far. McKee, the 6'2 senior, eyes his 2nd free throw. Nearly at his average already, as he has 12 points and averaging 13. 1-3-1 defense this time for Wayne. Jackets will attack it with a 2-guard front. Taborn with it now, passing the corner to Roberts, fires a 3-ball, a rare 3-ball from Roberts, and he hits it. Only the 2nd one he's tried this year, but the 1st one he's made. Roberts providing some offense here for the Jackets in the early going. He's in double figures with 10, and the Jackets trail by 1. Ronnie Hampton steps back, thinks about a 3. Ball's going to be swung back to Hampton. He'll drive on Taborn into the lane. Ball is tipped by Lathan Jones into the hands of Cole, who lays it up and in. Cole has 6 points, and the lead is back to 3. Halfway done with the second quarter. Jackets trail by 3. Andre Gordon looking at this 1-3-1 defense. Ball's going to be tipped from behind out of bounds. Will stay with the Jackets. Host a substitution for Wayne. Landers will check in for Joy. Lee and Hudgens will check back in for Wernz and Jones. Keith Lee inbounding. We'll have to kick it out to half court. Darren Taborn trying to save it. Will end up hitting it out of bounds, and the ball will go over to Wayne. Inbounds pass goes to Ronnie Hampton. He'll bring it across half court, guarded by Josiah Hudgens. Hand it off to Landers. Always want to say Trey Landers. Ball is swung on the left side to Fancher. He gives it to Hampton between the circles. Spins in the lane. Nice dump off pass to Cole. His layup is no good. Rebound comes down to Roberts. He gives it to Gordon, and here come the Jackets. Andre Gordon working on Rashad McKee. Give it to Ratez Roberts. Roberts with 10 points here in the early going. He's going to drive on Cole. Nice spin move by Roberts, and he's got it going offensively tonight. Ratez Roberts with 12 points. We have a 1-point game as we go under 3 minutes to go in the first half. Jackets go under the ball screen against Hampton, who hasn't hit a 3 yet this year. Cam Fancher fires a 3 ball. That's no good. Rebound comes down to Andre Gordon. Here comes Gordon working on McKee. He'll drive down the left side. Stop, spin, up and in. Andre Gordon with 8 points, and the Jackets have a lead, 30-29. Here comes Hampton quickly down the left side. Pull back out to the left corner. Pass it to Fancher. Fancher driving on Keith Lee. Right-handed shot is swatted away by Ratez Roberts and rebounded by Roberts. Roberts with a couple blocks here in the early going, and here come the Jackets. 2.5 to go in the first quarter. 1-point lead and the ball. Andre Gordon hands it off to Josiah Hudgens. Ball swung to Ratez Roberts between the circles. Roberts is going to be guarded by Cole. And the Yellow Jackets content with this matchup right here. Leading by 1, 30-29. Ratez is going to work on Cole. He will drive down the right side. Fadeaway shot from the right side is no good. Rebound comes down to Wayne and Ronnie Hampton. Hampton pushing quickly. He is dangerous with the ball. He gives it to McKee, who drives this time. Swatted away by Roberts again. There's a swing pass to Hampton. Fires a 3 ball. No good. Rebound backside to Ratez Roberts. Boy, is he active so far. Ratez Roberts will give it to Josiah Hudgens, and with 1.5 to go in the first half, the Yellow Jackets look to extend on their 1-point lead. Josiah has a bucket here in the second quarter for 2 points. He'll give it to Ratez Roberts, the leading scorer for the Jackets right now. He has 12. Roberts guarded by Cole, has his hand out to keep the 5 count on. Gives it to Josiah Hudgens, high on the left. Hudgens will give it to Andre Gordon. Gordon faces up McKee. Now will drive down the right side. Nice pivot move, scoop shot, no good. Rebound tip, no good by Gordon. And the rebound to Wayne's Rashad McKee. Here comes Wayne, 1 minute to go. Ball is stolen by Gordon, and he'll lay this one in. Andre Gordon with his second steal and his second bucket off of the steal. The first one was a dunk. The Yellow Jackets lead by 3, 32-29 as we near the end of the first half. Hampton has the ball between the circles. And he's going to pull it out. Wayne looking for a really good one here, or maybe even the last one of the first half. Josiah Hudgens guarding Hampton. He has 5 points. The leading scorer for Wayne coming in at 14.8 per contest. Hampton guarded by Taborn. He'll give it to Fancher, who'll give it back to Hampton, and now it looks like Wayne will indeed hold it for that last shot, which the Jacket crowd is perfectly fine with. Let's see if the Jackets can get a stop and go into halftime with a lead. Hampton has it. He'll get a ball screen from Cole. Now he's going to dribble down the left side, reverse course. Pass on the left side to Fancher, fires a 3 ball. No good, in and out. Rebound to Ratez Roberts. Long shot is no good, but the Jackets go into halftime with a 32-29 lead. The Yellow Jackets outscore Wayne in the second quarter, 19-12, to bring us to that halftime score of 32-29. In that first half, Andre Gordon has 4 buckets and 2 free throws for 10 points. Sidney led in scoring by Ratez Roberts. Roberts has 4 twos, a three-pointer, a rare three-pointer from Ratez, and a free throw for 12 points. Keith Lee has a free throw for 1 point. Josiah Hudgens has a bucket for 2 points. Darren Taborn has a 3 and a 2 for 5 points. And Trey Werns has a hustle bucket for 2 points. Wayne led in scoring by Rashad McKee. He got hot there at the beginning of the second quarter, hit 3 straight threes to go along with 3 free throws for 12 points. Landers has a 3-ball for 3 points. Hampton has 5 points. Cole has 6 points. And off the bench, Jordan Long has a 3-ball for 3 points. We're going to take a little bit of a break. We'll keep the camera going here. We've got elementary cheerleading night. They had their cheer clinic today, and now they're going to perform what they learned right here at halftime. So we'll keep the camera on, but we're going to turn the audio down a little bit and take a little bit of a break. We'll be back to look a little closer at some stats as the halftime begins to wind down. Once again, the Yellow Jackets fell behind early, but they have a 3-point lead at halftime as they lead 32-29. We'll be back in just a few minutes. Welcome back to Sidney High School as we near the end of the halftime. Really nice job by the cheerleaders, the cheerleading advisors, and every young lady who was there in attendance today at the clinic at halftime. Congratulations to them. That was pretty neat. Very exciting first half. Yellow Jackets trailed after one quarter 17-13 and then outscored Wayne 19-12 in the second quarter to bring us to our halftime score of 32-29. Yellow Jackets led in scoring by Rotez Roberts with 12 points. Andre Gordon has 10 points. Darren Taborn has 5. Trey Wernz and Josiah Hudgens each have a bucket for 2 points, and Keith Lee has a free throw for 1 point. Wayne led in scoring by Rashad McKee. McKee, the 6'2 senior guard, sharpshooter, hit 3 threes in a row in the second quarter, and he has 12 points to lead the Warriors. Bobby Cole has 6 points on 3 buckets. Ronnie Hampton has 2 buckets and a free throw for 5 points. Landers has 3 points on a 3-ball, and also on a 3-ball off the bench, Jordan Long, the 5'9 senior guard, with 3 points. The JV contest saw an undefeated Wayne beat an undefeated Sidney team by 3, 59-56 in a very, very well-played JV contest. Yellow Jackets were led in scoring, got a big night from freshman Jaden Swiger. Swiger had 24 points. Cam Vordermark had 13 points before fouling out. Isaiah Huggins had 2 3-balls for 6 points. Ryan Sloss had 5, Avante Martin had 4, and they got 2 each from Ced Johnson and Ryan Caulfield. Wayne in the JV game was led in scoring by Ben Palma with 13. Malcolm Curry had 12, Elijah Brown had 11, Brendan Hill had 8. They got 6 from Jalen Orwig, 5 from Ray Green, 3 from James Cameron, and 1 point from Tyler Dorsey. Once again, Wayne wins the JV contest 59-56 to stay unbeaten. The Yellow Jacket freshmen also lost 52-30. And at halftime, the varsity leads by 3, 32-29. As we begin the second half, Wayne will start the same 5 that they started the first half with. Landers, McKee, Fancher, Cole, and Hampton. Yellow Jackets will also send out their starting 5, Gordon, Roberts, Keith Lee, Darren Taborn, and Josiah Hudgens. Wayne will work right to left in their black uniforms with red trim. Hampton has the ball. He'll pass out top to McKee. McKee, the leading scorer tonight for Wayne, is working on Andre Gordon. He'll pass on the left side to Landers. Landers shot a couple 3-balls, has made one of them. Will hand off to McKee. McKee has it between the circles. Going to get a ball screen from Cole. He comes off that ball screen, thinks about a shot. Instead, he'll give it to Fancher. He fires a 3-ball from the left wing. No good. Rebound to Darren Taborn. He comes down hard on the foul by number 20, Bobby Cole. Taborn looks to be a little bit shook up. Hopefully he just hit his funny bone as he's trying to shake that out a little bit. That foul's going to be Cole's second, Wayne's first of the second half. And Wayne in a 1-2-2, 3-quarter court pressure. Ball goes in the middle to Rotez Roberts. Back tip by Fancher will go out of bounds and stay with Sidney. Keith Lee will inbound on the side. Yellow Jackets looking for a big home victory over a very, very good Wayne team that comes in playing very well with wins over Miamisburg, Centerville, and last night a thriller against Trotwood. Darren Taborn will give it to Rotez Roberts, who has it near half court. Guarded by Bobby Cole. He'll hand off to Andre Gordon. Gordon gets a ball screen from Roberts. And now we'll get a rescreen. So he works, crosses over, thinks about a jump shot. Now it's going to pass inside. Nice defense by Landers as he picks it off. Ball is tipped by Gordon out of bounds and will stay with Wayne. Good idea by Andre, but good defense there by Wayne to recover. And they will inbound, trailing by 3. McKee has it, working on Andre Gordon. He'll get a ball screen from Cole, step back, and hand it on the left side to Hampton. Hampton driving in the lane with the right hand, right-handed layup up and in. The lefty makes a nice move going right. He has 7 points, and it's a 1-point ball game. Wayne has opened this second half in this 1-2-2, 3-quarter court trap. Andre Gordon will pass it cross court to Keith Lee, gives it inside to Rotez Roberts, covers up as he goes inside, lays it up and in. Roberts with a game-high 14 points. Showing some really good offensive skills here today. Pull up by Hampton in the lane is no good. Rebound by Cole. His shot is no good, and the rebound will come down to Rotez Roberts, and that's going to be Cole's 3rd foul. Rotez Roberts very active on both sides of the floor. Cole's going to have to sit down with those 3 fouls, and we're going to get Isaiah Jones, the 6'2 senior, is going to check in for his first action of the ball game. This time, full court man by Wayne. Pass goes into Gordon over the top on Fancher. Gordon driving down the left side, lays it up and in. Gliding, jumping move. Gordon takes off from about 10 feet and makes a layup. McKee back quickly down the other end. His shot is going to be swatted away by Rotez Roberts, but we're going to get a foul. Foul on Rotez is his second. Sidney's first of the second half, and that's going to send Rashad McKee back to the free throw line. McKee has been there 4 times today. He's 3 of 4 on the game. A 66.7% free throw shooter on the year. McKee looking for his 13th and 14th points. He gets number 13 on the first free throw. And we'll look for number 14. No good. Rebound to Roberts again. Don't have the official numbers, but he has to have a host of them. Darren Taborn brings it across half court, running the point guard duties sometimes to get Andre off the ball a little bit for the Jackets. Gordon, nearly stolen by Jones, will give it to Keith Lee. Keith Lee shot fake, drives on the left baseline. Ball's tipped out into the hands of Taborn. Andre Gordon has it on the right point. Guarded by Fancher. Gordon spinning to the right. Ball's going to be stolen by McKee. Here comes McKee quickly for Wayne down the other way. Ball's going to be tipped from behind by the Jackets, out of bounds. It's going to stay with Wayne. Good hustle by Roberts and Keith Lee to get back after the Gordon turnover. Yellow Jackets with a couple turnovers here in the early going of the second half, but have maintained, actually extended their lead by 1 point as they lead by 4. McKee has it on the right side, thinks about a 3 ball. Dangerous at all times is Rashad McKee. His step back is no good, but the rebound down to Landers. Put back with the left hand is no good. It'll go out of bounds off of Landers and over to the Jackets. Keith Lee will inbound to Andre Gordon, picked up full court by Cam Fancher, the 6'2 sophomore guard. A very good defender. Gordon has a choice of a double ball screen here. He chooses to go left, swings it up top to Darren Taborn, thinks about a 3. He's going to hand it off to Gordon. Gordon guarded by Fancher. Between the legs. We'll pull it out. Now we'll pass on the right side to Josiah Hudgens. Hudgens back to Gordon. Gordon thinks about a 3 ball. Instead, we'll reset the offense as we go under 5 minutes to go in the third quarter. Jackets in the lead by 4. Good help defense there by Wayne. Rotez Roberts slips a screen, gets a pass from Andre Gordon in the paint. Roberts' shot bounces around and in. Roberts with 16 points, showing a little bit of touch there. Everything going right for Rotez Roberts. He's the game-high scorer right now with 13. There's a 3 ball by Jones just into the ball game not too long ago. He hits it. We're going to get a timeout by Wayne. 30-second timeout, 4:31 to go in the third quarter. Yellow Jackets still lead by 3. We'll be back in just a second. Isaiah Jones, the 6'2 senior guard, just checking into the ballgame, has no official stats on the year, so I think seeing his first action of the year. Hits a big 3 for Wayne to cut a 6-point lead in half. We'll see if Wayne switches defenses, if that was the reason for the timeout. Looks like it's going to be some man-to-man defense here. But run and jump capabilities all over the floor for Wayne. Here comes Andre Gordon. He'll work on Jordan Long. Now switched off on Landers. Gordon will pass up top to Wernz, who's just in the ball game. Wernz picks up his dribble, pass on the right side to Darren Taborn. Taborn swings it to Keith Lee up top. Keith Lee driving down the left side. Nice dish off to Rotez Roberts, but he's blocked from behind by Jones. Rebound to Wayne. Here comes McKee down the left side. Left-handed layup up and in. McKee now with 15 points. And Wayne turns a block shot into points quickly on the other end. Now they look to turn a turnover into points as Landers steals, misses the layup, and McKee's there to clean it up. And Coach Willoughby is going to take a timeout. Not happy with several things, and we're going to get a full timeout. Wayne storming back to take a 1-point lead. They lead 39-38, 3:47 to go in the third quarter. We'll be back in just a minute. Back here at Sidney, where Wayne has used a nice run here, a 3-ball by Jones and a couple of buckets in transition by McKee to take a 1-point lead as the Yellow Jackets led the end of the first half and much of the third quarter, but now Wayne back in control. Going to get a substitution as Lathan Jones is going to check in for Andre Gordon. So on the floor for the Jackets, Wernz, Taborn, Jones, Roberts, and Lee. Darren Taborn will bring it across half court. He's working on Rashad McKee. McKee, a very good defender as well as having a great offensive game. Taborn, nice drive, but misses the left-handed layup. Rebound comes down to Long from Wayne. Wayne pushing the ball quickly up the floor. Pass on the left side, intended for McKee, is going to be tipped out of bounds by Taborn, and Wayne will retain possession. Yellow Jackets looking to switch defenses here. Looks like they're going to employ their 2-3 zone defense. And Wayne looking to reset and attack here. Hampton will pass on the right side to Long. He is holding the ball high on the right. As Wayne goes into their zone offense. Isaiah Jones has the ball, cross-court pass to Hampton. Hampton goes inside to Landers. Landers turnaround jump shot guarded by Jones, no good. Rebound comes down to Lathan Jones. Jones will hand it off to Keith Lee, who's going to bring it across half court for the Yellow Jackets as they look to regain the lead that they started this quarter with. Keith Lee has it in between the circles. He'll pass it to Rotez Roberts. Roberts goes on the left side to Trey Wernz, thinks about a 3-ball, instead drives. Ball's tipped away. We're going to get a jump ball between Landers and Wernz, and the ball's going to stay with the Jackets. Substitution, Fancher is going to check back in for Wayne, and Andre Gordon will check back in for Keith Lee for the Yellow Jackets. Landers will sit down for Wayne. 2:45 to go in the third quarter. Yellow Jackets trail by 1. Wernz inbounding for the Yellow Jackets underneath their own basket. He'll pass it high on the left to Andre Gordon. Gordon guarded by Fancher, which he has been much of the ball game. Step back jumper by Andre Gordon is no good off the side of the rim. Rebound comes down to Ronnie Hampton for Wayne. Hampton pushing quickly. Goes on the left side to Fancher. Fancher guarded by Gordon. Yellow Jackets look like they are going to stay in this 2-3 zone. Ball goes in the high post area to McKee. He turns. 3-ball from Jones. He's 2 for 2. And we're going to get a technical foul on Jones. He has 2 3-pointers for 6 points. But we're going to get a technical foul, which is also his first personal foul. And Andre Gordon's going to go to the other end and shoot the technical free throws for the Yellow Jackets. Andre Gordon on the season coming in was a 64% free throw shooter. Is 2 for 2 from the line today. Gordon has 12 points. Looks to pull the Yellow Jackets closer as they trail by 4. Gordon now 3 for 3 from the line, looking to go 4 for 4 and looking for point number 14. That one is no good short. And the Yellow Jackets will get the ball on the side. Substitution, Landers is going to check in for Isaiah Jones. The 6'2 senior sits down with 2 3-balls for 6 points. Provided a nice lift for Wayne. Andre Gordon working on Fancher will drive down the lane. Nice dish off to Rotez Roberts, but not before Gordon is fouled. Foul's going to be on the floor, and it's going to be on Rashad McKee, his second. Wayne's 4th. Sidney gets 2 curl moves off of the inbounds. Ball goes to the second curler, and Andre Gordon, who knocks down a 15-footer, and it's a 1-point ball game again. Long driving on Jones, a kick out to Landers. 3-ball from the right corner is in. Landers with his second 3-ball of the game for 6 points, and here comes Gordon. He passes on the left side. Roberts tries to answer with a 3-ball, no good long. Rebound comes down to Ronnie Hampton. Hampton pushing quickly for the Warriors. Kicks out. McKee thinks about a 3, instead goes to Fancher. Top of the key 3-ball, no good. Off the side of the rim, goes into the corner to Long. Cross-court pass to Landers. Landers fires another 3-ball, no good off the back of the iron. And Rotez Roberts cleans the glass for the Jackets. Roberts hands it off to Andre Gordon, and here comes Gordon across half court. Gordon working on Cam Fancher. Between the legs, got a little isolation. Nice dish off to Rotez Roberts. It's fouled hard from behind. And we're going to get another technical foul on Wayne. Things getting a little bit testy here. So we'll see what's going on here. We've got a foul on number 3, Landers. Then a technical foul on number 3, Landers. So 2 personal fouls on Landers. That'll be his second and third. The team's 6th. Not sure what the technical is for. Sure something was said, but I don't know. Ratez Roberts is going to shoot the 2 technical free throws, I believe. Or I'm sorry, the 2 free throws from the shooting foul, and then we'll get the 2 technical free throws. Roberts makes 1 out of 2. He has 15 points. And now we will get the technical free throws. Those will be taken by Trey Wernz. Wernz has not been to the line yet this year, but he's the sharpshooter for the Jackets from the outside. Makes the first. The Yellow Jackets looking for their 3rd point on the trip to pull within 1. Wernz's second free throw is good. He's got 4 points, and the Yellow Jackets already with 3 points on this possession, looking for more. They trail by 1 with 1:17 to go in the 3rd quarter. Wernz inbounding at half court to Andre Gordon. Gordon with 15 points. He's going to get a high ball screen from Ratez Roberts. Goes on the right side to Lathan Jones. Jones, back door cut to Andre Gordon, who hammers it home. 17 for Andre. The Jackets have the lead back. Nice pass from Lathan Jones. Here comes Ronnie Hampton working on Josiah Hudgens. Hampton will back out between the circles. The Yellow Jackets back in their man-to-man defense after a little bit of zone there in the 3rd quarter to try to slow Wayne down a little bit. Rashad McKee has it on the right side, guarded by Gordon. He'll drive left. Ball's going to be stolen by Trey Wernz. Here comes Wernz. Down the middle of the court, dishes off to Josiah Hudgens. Lays it up and in. Trey Wernz with the steal, the assist. Hudgens lays it in. He has 4. The Jackets right back where they started the quarter, ahead by 3. Ronnie Hampton has it between the circles, as Wayne's going to hold it for the last shot of the 3rd quarter, much like they did the other 2 quarters. Hampton gets a high ball screen from Landers. He's going to work on Jones. He gets around Jones. Left-handed scoop shot is up and good. And that's going to be the end of the 3rd quarter after a long toss by Ratez Roberts that sails wide left. Hampton, nice move at the end of the quarter for his 9th point. And we're going to go to the 4th quarter with the Yellow Jackets leading by 1. Sidney outscored in that 3rd quarter, 18-16, to bring us to our 3rd quarter score of 48-47. We'll take about a minute break, and then we'll be right back for the finish between Wayne and Sidney. Thanks for joining us. This is SHS TV Productions. Since we're over break, we've had a little bit of trouble getting some students, so I apologize for having to do all the talking tonight. But I am Greg Snyder, the SHS TV Productions teacher. On camera for me tonight is a junior student, Jacob Everingham. Thanks to him for his help. Wayne's going to inbound to start the 4th quarter. The Yellow Jackets will send out Lee, Gordon, Hudgens, Roberts, and Wernz. Warriors have Fancher, Landers, Hampton, Cole, and McKee as they look at a 1-3-1 defense from the Yellow Jackets. We have not seen this from the Jackets yet this year. We have seen a little bit of 2-3 defense. There's a nice pass by Fancher inside to Landers, who lays it up and in. Landers now has 8 points. And Wayne takes the lead back as they lead by 1. Andre Gordon with the ball, guarded by Fancher. He picks up his dribble, gives it to Ratez Roberts. Working between the keys, he has 17 points to lead the Jackets. Roberts driving left-handed shot is no good. Rebound comes down to Wayne, and here comes Ronnie Hampton across half court. Hampton has it between the circles, guarded by Josiah Hudgens, one of the Yellow Jackets' best defenders. Gordon's on McKee, who's had a huge ball game for Wayne so far, 15 points, but boy, he has scored in spurts, and when it happens fast. Ronnie Hampton looking at the Yellow Jacket man-to-man defense. Will get a ball screen from from Landers at the top of the key. Ball goes over to Cole. He fires the three ball, no good. Rebound down to Gordon. Outlet pass to Roberts. He hands it over to Hudgens. Josiah Hudgens with his second layup here in the second half on the break. He has 6. There's a stop and pop 15-footer by Ronnie Hampton that's no good. Ball is ping-ponged around. Ends up in the hands of Keith Lee. And we're going to get a timeout by Ratez Roberts. So the Yellow Jackets get a 30-second timeout with 6:17 to go in the ball game. They're going to inbound on a spot, having to go the length of the court. We'll be back in just a moment. Exciting back and forth ball game. Wayne led early on in most of the first quarter, if not all the first quarter. Yellow Jackets took the lead about halfway through the second quarter and held it for much of the second and part of the third quarter, and it's been back and forth since. Yellow Jackets will send out the same 5 that were just on the floor. They have 3 timeouts remaining. Wayne still has 4. Keith Lee's going to inbound. Wayne applying some man-to-man, full court kind of token pressure here in the form of Cam Fancher, who's done an excellent job on Andre Gordon. Gordon does have 17 points, but several of those have come in transition. Ball goes inside on a post up to Gordon. He's guarded by Fancher there with a little help from McKee. Gordon tries baseline, spins back underneath the glass. Misses the layup, but he's fouled by Fancher. Cam Fancher with his first foul, and that's the 17th foul for Wayne, so the Yellow Jackets in the bonus from here on out, but that was a shooting foul. So Gordon will get to shoot 2. Misses the first. He's now 3 of 5 on the ball game, 64% coming in. Gordon makes the second. He now has 18 points, and the Yellow Jackets lead by 2, 51-49. Ronnie Hampton will bring it across half court, the point guard for Wayne and leading scorer coming into the contest. Hampton gives it to McKee. 3 ball high between the circles is no good from McKee. Rebound down to Roberts, but it ends up in the hands of Landers, who lays it up and in. Landers now in double figures with 10, and we have a tie ball game, 51-51, 5.5 to go in the game. Keith Lee brings the ball across half court for the Yellow Jackets. Back cut by Andre Gordon. Gordon thinks about a shot in the lane, takes it and hits it. Andre Gordon with 20 now. Nice cut, nice pass from Keith Lee, and the Yellow Jackets regain the lead by 2. Hampton will drive into the lane. Left-handed shot, rolls around and in. Hampton with 11 points. We're going to get a timeout by Wayne. We'll see if it's a 30 or a full. It's going to be a 30-second timeout. We have a tie ball game with 5:13 to go. We'll be back in just a moment. Big crowd on hand here over Christmas break. The students show out in full force, but also several alumni back. See Lorenzo Taborn, back from BG, had a successful year playing offensive tackle for the Falcons. Also saw Devin Rogers, back from the Bahamas, where he had a successful redshirt freshman year at Toledo. Of course, on Monday, Isaiah Bowser going to be playing in the Holiday Bowl out in San Diego. Andre Gordon brings the ball across half court. He'll hand it off to Ratez Roberts. Roberts, nice little pivot move inside, lays it up and in. Roberts with 19. Big offensive night for Ratez. And the Jackets lead by 2, but here comes Hampton, lays it off the glass, no good. Foul's going to be on Rottez Roberts. That'll be his 3rd, so that's something to watch. Sidney's 2nd, and Hampton's going to go to the line for 2 shots. Hampton going to the line where he's a 79% free throw shooter, comes in averaging almost 15 points per ball game. So far, Hampton 1 for 1 on the evening. From the line, he has 11 points. Now, in and out. Be looking for point number 12 here on the second free throw. That second free throw by Hampton, he eyes it. No good, off the front of the iron. Another rebound by Rottez Roberts. Interesting to see how many he has when the evening's done. Gives it off to Andre Gordon. Gordon driving down the left side, floats in the lane, off the glass and in. Gordon with a big 4th quarter so far. He has 5 points in the 4th quarter. Yellow Jackets lead by 4. He has 22 overall. Cam Fancher has it, guarded by Keith Lee. Fancher will reverse course and give it to Cole on the right wing. Gives it back to Hampton. Hampton guarded high on the right by Josiah Hudgens. Yellow Jackets go under the screen on Hampton, as this is what he does best, getting in the lane and kicking to Fancher. Fires a 3-ball, hit it. First 3 points for the sophomore. He's been known for his defense tonight, but adds a little bit of offense there. And the Yellow Jackets lead by 1, 57-56. And Darren Taborn has it for Sidney. Taborn will work down the left side of the lane. His left-handed layup's no good. Rebound comes down to Landers. He gives it off to McKee. McKee pushing the ball up the right side, guarded by Keith Lee. Nice little stop-and-go move by McKee, but he misses the layup. Rebound down to Rottez Roberts again. Here comes Roberts, dribbling the length of the floor. He'll go all the way to the bucket. Lay off the glass, no good, but rebound comes down to Landers. Wayne with the ball and a chance to take the lead. Landers is going quickly down the left side. Blocked by Roberts, but we get a foul underneath by Darren Taborn. Blocking foul on Taborn is his 2nd, Sidney's 3rd. And it looks like Landers is going to go to the line, where he is an 80% free throw shooter. Landers has 2 threes and 2 twos on the evening for 10 points, looking for points number 11 and 12. Landers' free throw is up and in. Substitutions, number 11. Jordan Long, who has 3 points, is going to check in, and also 33, Jared Langford, the 5'8 sophomore, is going to check in for his first varsity action of the game. He played much of the JV game. Second free throw by Landers is also good. He now has 12 points. And Wayne takes the lead back. They lead by 1, 3.5 to go. Andre Gordon will bring it across half court. He gives it in the right elbow area to Darren Taborn. Goes inside to Josiah Hudgens. Now back to Taborn. Long 3-ball from the right side by Taborn's off the front of the iron. No good. Rebound comes down to McKee. McKee hands it off to Hampton. He'll bring it across half court as we near 3 minutes to go in the game. Hampton's going to hand off to Landers. Landers long 3-ball from the right side. No good. Looked good. But the rebound's going to be battled for. And Langford, who just checked into the ballgame, is going to tie up Keith Lee. The possession arrow goes to the Jackets, but now it's going to flip over to Wayne on the next one. It's a good play there by the 5'8 sophomore, gliding in to tie up Keith Lee. Jackets trying to take the lead back here. 3 minutes to go in the ballgame. Andre Gordon, guarded by Long, is going to dribble down the left side. Glides off the glass and in. Gordon doing a nice job. Hasn't had many outside shots today, but he's getting to the hole now. His 7th point of the 4th quarter, his 24th overall. Fouls on Long, his first, the 8th for Wayne here in the second half. And Gordon looks to hit a free throw where he is 4 of 6, now 4 of 7 from the line. Jackets still lead by 1 though, 59-58. McKee driving on Gordon. Was cut off by Gordon. The ball swung around to Hampton between the circles where he's guarded by Hudgens. Hampton working on the right side, guarded by Josiah. Drives down the left side, swung around to Long. He'll drive down the right side. Nice pass over to Landers. Lays it off the glass. No, but there's going to be a foul. Jackets hold their breath, and thankfully that foul is called on Keith Lee as opposed to Rottez Roberts. That would have been Roberts' 4th, but instead it's Keith Lee's 2nd. Landers is going to go to the line where he just was 2 for 2 the sharpshooter from Wayne. You would anticipate these going in as he's an 80% free throw shooter and usually looks pretty good. It is good. He has 13 points, and we have a tie ball game. 59-59, 2:34 to go. Landers eyes the back end of the two shots. He hits both. 4 free throws in a row for him. He has 14 overall. And Wayne with the lead as we go back and forth. Andre Gordon has it. Guarded by Ronnie Hampton this time. Switched off onto Landers. Gordon looking to take advantage of a mismatch inside on Darren Taborn, guarded by the 5'8 Langford. And in doing so, Langford's going to get called for a foul away from the ball. And Darren Taborn's going to go to the free throw line. Taborn, a 25% free throw shooter. So hopefully he turns that around here. Fancher's going to come in for Langford. Taborn has not scored in the second half. Did have 5 first half points. And he has a 1-and-1 free throw here. It's no good off the front of the iron. The Yellow Jackets have missed some free throws here in the fourth quarter. And they still trail by 1. Wayne with the ball and a chance to extend on their lead. Ronnie Hampton has it high on the right as we near the 2-minute mark. We're going to get a timeout by Wayne. 1:59 to go in the ball game. We have a full timeout. Sidney trails by 1, 60-59. We'll be back in just a moment. .59 to go in the ball game. Yellow Jackets trail by 1. Yellow Jackets led in scoring by Andre Gordon with a cool 24 points. Rotez Roberts with a huge offensive night. He has 19. Wayne led in scoring by Rashad McKee with 15. Landers has 14. And Hampton has 11. It will be Wayne ball. They send out Fancher, Hampton, Landers, McKee, and Cole. The Yellow Jackets have their starting 5 out there with Gordon, Taborn, Lee, Hudgens, and Roberts. Fancher will inbound to Hampton. Yellow Jackets in a man-to-man defense. The matchup is Gordon on McKee and Hudgens on Hampton. Cole has it. He'll give it to Landers. Landers steps behind a ball screen. Drives down the left side. Nice driving layup by Landers. He now has 16 points. And the lead balloons to 3 for Wayne. Andre Gordon going to get a ball screen from Rotez Roberts. Gordon working on Landers, will pull from the top of the key. No good. Rebound down to Fancher. And Wayne has the ball ahead by 3 with a minute and a half to go. Hampton going to walk the ball across half court as Wayne's going to take their good old time here against the Yellow Jackets. You see if the Yellow Jackets extend a little bit. Looks like they're trying to deny a little bit on the wings. Josiah Hudgens guarding Hampton in between the circles as we near the 1 minute mark. Hampton working back and forth on Hudgens. Now we'll dribble down the left side. Shot's going to be blocked but fouled. Rotez Roberts. A foul is on Rotez, his 4th. And it's going to send Hampton to the line where he's 1 for 3 on the evening. But a 79% free throw shooter overall. Hampton's first shot is up, no good off the back of the iron. He has 11 points. Missed 3 straight free throws, though. Taborn's going to check out. Trey Wernz is going to check in. Hampton's going to try to make this a 2-possession ball game with 1:03 remaining. The second shot, it rolls around and in. Now has 12 points, and the lead is 4. Going to get a double ball screen here for Andre Gordon, and he's going to choose which way to go. He chooses to go right. Now working on Rashad McKee. Gordon backs up. Now he's going to go to work on McKee, driving to the lane. Floater off the glass and in. Timeout by the Jackets. We're going to get a defensive substitution as Darren Taborn's going to check in for Trey Wernz. That bucket by Gordon gives him 26 and pulls the Jackets within 2. 30-second timeout. 46.6 to go in the ball game. Jackets trail by 2. We'll be back in just a moment. Andre Gordon with a big bucket to pull the Jackets within 2. He has 26 on the evening. And Wayne's going to send out the same 5 that they had on the floor, and the same 5 that started the game. Jackets will substitute Lathan Jones in for Rotez Roberts since Rotez has 4 fouls, not wanting him to pick up his 5th. Inbounds pass comes to Hampton, and the Jackets foul him right away. That's a common foul. Only a second comes off the clock. Now we'll see if the Jackets employ the same strategy here, or if now that Wayne's in the bonus, that the Yellow Jackets try to get a trap first. Pass is going to come into Hampton, and the Yellow Jackets will foul right away. Hudgens committing the second foul in a row.
Number 23, Josiah Hudgens, second, team 7.
We're going to get a substitution. Roberts is going to go in. This time Hampton's going to go to the line with a 1-and-1 situation. So far on the ball game, Hampton is 2 for 5 from the line. Hampton's free throw is no good, but the rebound comes down to Cole. Cole is going to be stolen by Andre Gordon. Here comes Gordon quickly up the floor. Gordon going right at McKee, goes around with the layup, misses it, but he's fouled. Andre Gordon's going to go to the line where he's had a little bit of trouble this year and a little bit of trouble tonight. 4 of 7, but he has 2 free throws. Andre not happy with himself for missing that layup, but a great move, a great steal. And regardless of what happens here at the line, the Yellow Jackets are sitting much better than they were about 50 seconds ago. Andre's first free throw is good. He has 27. It's a 1-point ball game. Interesting strategy here. If Andre makes it or if he misses it, the Yellow Jackets are back, so they would have to come forward to foul. Gordon misses the second free throw. McKee has it, and he's going to be fouled. That foul is going to be Gordon's first. And McKee's going to stroll to the other end of the floor where he is a 66.7% free throw shooter on the year. 4 for 6 on the game, so that percentage is exactly on what he is for the year. Defensive substitution for Wayne. They're going to sub in Jordan Long, presumably to help on Gordon, as he and Fancher have shared the duties on Gordon this evening. Rashad McKee with a 1-and-1. His free throw is up and in. McKee was 16 points on the game. Regardless, though, of whether he makes or misses this shot, it's going to be a 1-possession ball game. But if he misses it, Wayne very dangerous on the offensive glass. Second free throw is also good. He has 17. And it's a 3-point ball game. Here comes Gordon across half court. 30 seconds to go. Gets a ball screen from Josiah Hudgens. Gordon going to go to the hole. Dish it off to Rotez Roberts. Lays it off the glass. No good. Gets his own rebound. Gets bodied a little bit, but misses the putback. Darren Taborn with the rebound. No good. We're going to get a foul on Rotez Roberts. That's going to be his 5th. The Yellow Jackets with some missed opportunities there underneath the basket. Rotez Roberts is going to foul out with 19 points. Rotez had a great ball game. We're going to go to the other end where it's still going to be a 1-and-1. So nothing given yet. Cam Fancher is going to go to the line. He's a 72% free throw shooter. Fancher has a 3-ball here in the fourth quarter, but has not been to the line tonight. The sophomore's done a great job defensively, now trying to ice it at the line for Wayne. Free throw's no good. Rebound comes down to Taborn. Jackets still trail by 3. We're going to get a timeout. by Coach Willoughby, 11.7 to go. We'll see what the Jackets elect to do. 11.7. The Jackets do have one timeout left, so there is the possibility of trying to go to the hole for 2 points. Although you figure if Coach Willoughby wanted to do that, he probably would have just let Andre Gordon go. So with Wernz, with Hudgens, with Taborn, with Lee, with Gordon, the Jackets are going to have several people in the game that can make a 3-point shot. Of course, in these situations in the past, Andre has usually gotten the call to either make a play for himself or make a play for somebody else. I would expect Wayne to probably do something to get the ball out of his hands. Great ball game here between the 5-3 Warriors, coming off of an exciting win against Trotwood last night, 91-88 in overtime. And the Jackets, who are 6-1, and looking for one of their better wins on their schedule this year. Leading scorers, Andre Gordon has 27 for the Jackets. Ratez Roberts has 19. For Wayne, they're led in scoring by Rashad McKee with 17. Landers has 16. And Hampton has 12. Jackets break the huddle. Looks like Keith Lee is going to trigger the ball for the Jackets with 11.7. As expected, Andre's being double teamed in the backcourt. Gordon gets it back to Keith Lee. Wayne trying to foul. Now Keith Lee fires a 3-ball from the right side. Got it! Keith Lee throws up a prayer from 22 feet. Hits the bottom of the bucket, and we have a tie ball game. I would anticipate they're going to put a little bit of time back on the clock. I don't think that .8 is probably quite accurate. The officials are talking it over regardless. Wayne called timeout. They have one remaining, but Keith Lee, kind of a broken play. Wayne did a fantastic job. You can tell their strategy was to get the ball out of the hands of Gordon, which they did. But you could also tell that they were trying to foul. They didn't get the early foul, and then with 5 seconds to go, they decided not to foul. Keith Lee gave it a chance, and it found the bottom of the bucket. Looks like they're going to put just over 3 seconds on the clock. So 65-65. Keith Lee with his first field goal, and what a time for it. The senior with 4 points now. And the Yellow Jackets will try to get a stop here and hopefully play a little bit of extra basketball tonight. Looks like we've hit our all-time high on viewers this evening. Thanks everybody for joining us. We got a packed house here, which we always want to see. We love for those of you that can't make it to watch with us here on SHS TV Productions. Once again, I'm Greg Snyder along with my cameraman Jacob Everingham. Caleb Sparks is watching. Wasn't able to make it tonight. Hope all is well, Sparksy, and we'll get you back up here next time. Jackets are going to send out Lathan Jones. Remember, Ratez Roberts fouled out of the ball game with 19 points. That could loom large if we can get into overtime here. Wayne's going to go the length of the court. There's a pass by McKee. Ball's going to be tipped by Hudgens into the hand of Hampton. He throws up a left-handed 3-ball that's no good, and we're going to overtime. 65-65, the Yellow Jackets are outscored in the fourth quarter by 1, 18-17, and we have a tie ball game, 65-65. As we get ready for overtime, we'll step away for just a moment, and then we'll be right back. Well, we get ready for overtime here, 65-65 between the Wayne Warriors and the Sidney Yellow Jackets. A couple missed opportunities on both ends with some missed free throws, but a big shot from Keith Lee as he throws up a prayer from deep. About a 25-footer that was kind of shot from the hip with one hand. But it doesn't matter. It went in. And we're in overtime. Without Rottez Roberts, Lathan Jones is in the ball game, joining the other 4 starters for the Jackets, and Gordon will jump center, a spot that usually is occupied by Rottez Roberts. He's going against Cole, and Gordon elevates quickly, wins the tip, but it goes into the hands of Landers, who drives to the hole. His shot's no good. It's taken away by Keith Lee on the rebound. Lee will hand it off to Andre Gordon. Both teams in the double bonus from here on out, and Gordon will bring it across half court to try to give the Yellow Jackets a lead. Gordon. Fire into the corner to Josiah Hudgens. Back to Gordon between the circles. Gordon guarded by Hampton. Will drive left. Floater in the lane. No good off the back of the iron. Rebound comes down to Rashad McKee. McKee has it stolen by Darren Taborn from behind. Taborn to the hole. Left-handed layup. Good. Darren Taborn with 7 points. Big steal and bucket for Darren. And here comes Hampton. Hampton up the left side. Will now pull out to between the circles. Yellow Jackets lead by 2 in overtime. 67-65. Hampton working on Josiah Hudgens. He's going to get a ball screen from Cole. Hampton going right. Throws up a wild left-handed shot that's no good. Rebound down to Andre Gordon. He'll give it to Keith Lee. Of course, rebounding going to be key here for the Jackets in the overtime period without Rottez Roberts. They're going to have to do it as a committee. 3-ball by Andre Gordon. Step back, no good. Rebound down to Cam Fancher from Wayne. Sophomore will bring it across half court. He's going to drive down, kick out to McKee. He fires a 3-ball. In and out, no good. Rebound comes down to Josiah Hudgens. Josiah Hudgens will give it to Keith Lee. And the Yellow Jackets will slow it down a little bit here. 2.5 to go in overtime. Yellow Jackets lead by 2. Josiah Hudgens has it in the forecourt. He'll pass on the left wing to Darren Taborn. Taborn working on Landers. The only 2 points of overtime here. Taborn drives left, bodied by Landers. But as he's going out of bounds, no, we didn't get a foul, I'm sorry. Throws it away, and it'll go over to Wayne. Coach Willoughby does not agree with that. Inbounding. Bobby Cole will give it to Ronnie Hampton, the leading scorer coming into the game for Wayne, and point guard. He's done a wonderful job of running the offense for Wayne. Rashad McKee, the sharpshooter, is guarded by Andre Gordon. He'll pass up top to Landers. Landers has 16 points. Gives it back to McKee. Gets a ball screen from Cole. McKee pulls up from 18 feet. Off the back of the rim, no good. Rebound. Battled for. Darren Taborn goes up and gets it. He's fouled on the rebound by Bobby Cole. And we'll march down to the other end where Darren Taborn will go to the line. Taborn, not a great free throw shooter so far statistically on the year. 25% coming in and 0 of 1, missing the front end of a 1-and-1 in the fourth quarter for the Jackets. He does have the 2 points here in overtime, the 2 points that separate Sidney and Wayne at the moment. Taborn's first shot is a little bit flat and off the back of the iron, no good. Darren will get another shot. Taborn with 7 points. Eyes the second free throw. It's up and good. That gives the Yellow Jackets a 3-point lead. And here comes Wayne. Ronnie Hampton brings it across half court as we go under 2 minutes to go in overtime. Hampton guarded by Hudgens. Hudgens working over the ball screen. Staying in front of Hampton, doing a nice job. There's a 3-ball by Fancher from the right side. No good. Rebound snatched away by Josiah Hudgens. Hudgens quickly to Keith Lee. And the ball goes off his hands and out of bounds, and it'll go over to Wayne. Good idea, just not on the same page there. Wayne's going to get a substitution. Number 11, Jordan Long's going to check in. He has 3 points. Replace Bobby Cole, who sits down with 6 points. Wayne brings it up, 1:44 to go. Ronnie Hampton has it, guarded by Josiah Hudgens. He drives left, running left-hander off the glass is good. Ronnie Hampton now with 14 points. And it's a 1-point ball game. Andre Gordon has it, guarded by Cam Fancher. 1.5 minutes to go. In overtime, Gordon quickly driving down the left side. We're going to get an offensive foul. Offensive foul on Andre Gordon. Now, since that is a player control foul, there will not be free throws on the other end, but the ball does go to Wayne. And with 1:27, the officials hearing it from the student section, although it appeared to be a pretty good call. A little mix-up on the inbounds pass, but Ronnie Hampton goes back to get it. He's guarded by Josiah Hudgens. Hampton, running left-hander in the lane, is no good. Rebound high sky by Lathan Jones to get it. Ball's knocked out of his hands into the hands of Andre Gordon. Gordon will come up the floor, and he's going to be fouled by Fancher, and he'll go back to the line.
Foul on the Warriors, number 1, Fancher is second. Gordon will go to the line.
Gordon's 5 for 9 from the line, 64% on the year. Certainly a good free throw shooter that hasn't got it rolling from the free throw line this year. Makes that one. That's an important one. He has 28 points, looking for point number 29 to make it a 3-point ball game, and he gets it. 2 big free throws there from Andre Gordon. The Jackets extend the lead to 3, 70-67. Rashad McKee going to run the point guard duties this time for Wayne, guarded by Andre Gordon. McKee has it high on the right, going to get a ball screen from Fancher. Switched off onto by Keith Lee. McKee to the hole. He's fouled by Lee. Doesn't make the layup, but will get 2 free throws. Rashad McKee, the 67% free throw shooter, is going to go to the line. Where he is 6 of 8 on the ball game. 17 points for McKee. This one goes off the front of the rim, the back of the rim, and out. And McKee will try for the second free throw to make it a 2-point ball game. Second free throw from McKee. This one is good. He now has 18 points, 7 of 10 from the line. And we're under a minute. Yellow Jackets lead by 2 with the ball. As Andre Gordon's going to bring it across half court. Going to get a run and jump from McKee. Gordon dribbling down the right side. Pass it back out to Keith Lee. Lee gives it into Lathan Jones, but it's going to be stolen by McKee from the weak side. Ends up in the hands of Hampton. He passes down to Landers, but off his hands, out of bounds, and over to the Jackets. The Yellow Jackets dodge a bullet there. 38.9 to go. They're going to get Trey Wentz in the ball game. Probably the best free throw shooter for the Jackets as he replaces Lathan Jones. Keith Lee will be the trigger man. They've got 2 on Andre Gordon, trying to not let him have it. Ball goes into Darren Taborn. Taborn will give it to Andre Gordon. Gordon gives it back to Taborn into the forecourt. He's guarded by Fancher. We're going to get a foul. The foul's going to send Darren Taborn to the line, where he is only a 25% free throw shooter coming in. Made 1 here in overtime. He's 1 for 3 on the ball game. Good news is it is the double bonus, so he does have the comfort of knowing that he gets 2 shots. If he makes both, it'll be a 2-possession ball game. First one's up and in. Rattles it home. Lathan Jones will check back in for defense as he replaces Trey Wentz. Taborn eyeing the second free throw, once again trying to make it a 2-possession ball game. Big free throws by Darren Taborn. Not the greatest free throw shooter percentage-wise, but hits some big ones there. He has 10. Here comes McKee working on Gordon. Kicks it out to Fancher. 3-ball from the right wing. No good. Rebound skied by Andre Gordon. And Gordon is going to go down to the other end, and he'll get 2 free throws. Andre Gordon with 29 points and 2 more free throws. Fouls on number 1, Fancher, his 4th. Got Gordon in the head, obviously no malicious intent there. Just a good hard foul going for the rebound. See if Gordon can get the free throws to go. He's good 7 for 11, from the line on the evening. Now 7 for 12. Looking for 30 here on this second shot. Jackets lead by 4. Regardless of what happens here, we have a 2-possession ball game. Wayne does have 2 timeouts. Gordon's second free throw is good. We're going to get a timeout from the Jackets. See if Coach Willoughby elects to do a little bit of zone pressure here to try to slow down the Warriors, or if he sticks with his traditional man-to-man defense. Regardless, 21.6 to go in the ball game. Jackets lead by 5, 73-68. We'll be back in just a moment. Shout out to the cheerleaders tonight from Sidney. Boy, it's impressive to watch them tumble, but also they had their clinic this morning and had a really nice performance with the elementary kids at halftime. Just a really neat job by the cheerleading staff, the cheerleaders, and everybody involved with that. So the reset here, the Jackets, 21.6 to go, lead by 5. We are in overtime. The Yellow Jackets have 1 timeout left. Wayne does have 2. Wayne is led in scoring by Rashad McKee with 18, Landers with 16, and Hampton with 14. So you'd expect one of those 3. Jackets doing a little bit of token pressure here, doing a nice job of making Wayne take some time without fouling. Hampton goes all the way to the hole, draws the foul from Josiah Hudgens, lays it up and in. And just like that, things not looking quite so bad for Wayne. Hampton now with 16 points. That foul on Hudgens is his 3rd. Trey Wernz will check in for free throw shooting purposes. Yellow Jackets would like to get this rebound. Hampton a 79% free throw shooters, although he has missed 4 out of his last 5. Makes that one. He has 17 points. Wayne's going to get a timeout. 15.9 to go. That's a full timeout. Yellow Jackets lead by 2, and they will inbound, having to go the length of the floor. We'll be back in just a moment. Back-to-back overtime games for Wayne as they beat Trotwood last night in overtime 91-88 and working extra time today as well. Of course, from a Sidney standpoint, we're hoping for the other result as the Jackets lead by 2 right now. But of course, free throw shooting from both teams has been iffy at times and has been good at times here in the waning seconds of the ball game. Keith Lee inbounds to Andre Gordon. He turns up court. It's going to be fouled by Ronnie Hampton. It's only Hampton's 2nd foul. That foul is going to send Andre Gordon to the line, where he's a 64% free throw shooter coming in at 8 of 13 on the evening. Gordon with 30 points to lead the Jackets. He cans the first. The all-important second shot coming up as Lathan Jones checks in, along with Long for Wayne. But this one could make it a 2-possession ball game from Andre Gordon. 31 points, looking for 32, and a 4-point lead for the Jackets. Free throw rolls around and in. He has 32. And here comes Hampton. Hampton working quickly up the floor. He'll go all the way to the hole, laid off the glass and in. Timeout by Wayne. Ronnie Hampton now has 19 points. And if the Jackets can inbound without turning it over and make 2 free throws, that effectively should end the game, as that is Wayne's last timeout. So even if Wayne does score, the Jackets should be able to just hold the ball and end the game, as all of that action should take more than 3 seconds, which is all that remains between 8 and 5. Jackets lead 75-73. We have a full timeout. It'll be Sidney ball when we come back. Yellow Jackets will send out Keith Lee, Andre Gordon, Trey Wernz, Darren Taborn, and Josiah Hudgens. Once again, 2 defenders on Andre Gordon. He works to get open, and he gets the ball. Valuable seconds ticking off, and with 6.1 seconds to go in the ball game, Langford will foul Gordon in the backcourt, and will march to the other end. Gordon just hit 2 free throws. He's 9 for 15. Sorry, 10 for 15 from the line, with 32 points. Andre's first free throw is good. 3-point ball game. Like we said earlier, this could effectively end it if Andre can make this free throw. 76-73. Timeout by Coach Willoughby, and I'm sure that he'll be discussing that very thing. All that we have left is a full timeout. So with 6.1 to go, we'll step away for just a moment. We'll come back for the finish, hopefully. Hard-fought game by both teams. Wayne led after one quarter, 17-13. The Yellow Jackets stormed back in the second quarter, outscored Wayne 19-12 and led by 3 at halftime. Then Wayne chipped away at the lead, beating Sidney in the third quarter 18-16 to pull within 1, and then 18-17 in the fourth quarter to tie it up at 65. And now we're in overtime with Andre Gordon at the line. One more free throw could end this for the Yellow Jackets, unless they commit a foul or something crazy happens. Andre Gordon, 33 points, 11 of 16 from the line, 64% free throw shooter. Eyes the second free throw and hits it. That's 34 for Gordon. Fancher's going to launch a half-court shot that is no good. Rebound comes down to Taborn, and that's going to do it. The Yellow Jackets win in overtime after Rottez Roberts fouls out a huge 3-ball from Keith Lee from the right side to send it into overtime. And the Yellow Jackets move to 7-1 with a huge win over the Wayne Warriors. Wayne falls to 5-4. We'll go ahead and wrap things up right now. Andre Gordon leads Sidney with 34 points, and none of those on a three-pointer. In fact, I think he only took 2 3-pointers. Did a great job of getting to the line and getting to the hole tonight. 34 points for Andre Gordon. Rottez Roberts fouled out, but not before he had 19 huge points, including a 3-pointer from Rottez. Don't know how many rebounds Rottez has. He probably had 3 or 4 blocks, and he had to be in double figures in rebounds as well. Great game from Rottez Roberts. Keith Lee, 4 points, but boy, 3 of them were huge. The big 3 at the end of regulation to tie it up with 3 seconds to go at 65 and send the game into overtime where the Jackets eventually won. Josiah Hudgens had 3 buckets for 6 points. Darren Taborn came through from the free throw line, especially late, with 10 points, including 3 free throws in overtime. Trey Werns had 4 points. Lathan Jones provided some great defense. For Wayne, they were led in scoring by Hampton, eventually ended up leading them actually. Their leading scorer had 19 points. Rashad McKee had 18 points. Landers had 16. They got 6 from Bobby Cole, 3 from Cam Fancher, 3 from Jordan Long, and 6 in a brief stint from Isaiah Jones off the bench. So the Jackets come from behind early, take the lead, and then lose the lead, only to come back and tie it up to send it into overtime and outscore Wayne in overtime 12-8 to give us our 77-73 final. Jackets lost the JV contest 59-56. They lost the freshman contest 52-30. But they won the big one here at the end of the evening, 77-73. Once again, thanks to Jacob Everingham, my cameraman. We'll see Caleb Sparks next time. Thanks for joining us this evening. We had a lot of viewers. We appreciate you joining us. The Yellow Jackets win 77-73 in exciting fashion. Until next time, this is Greg Snyder for Jacob Everingham. Thanks for joining us.